appropriate. Definitely needs to take out the Air Spirit. So now we'll have a different game completely.
But what type of game? That's the question. Because so far,
what else has Tim's played really well?
Yeah,
he plays everything really
the
well.
roamers. Yeah. He's like the big roamer guy.
StarLadder,
the Weaver. Not too much. The Weaver's like obviously look very niche, but the StarLadder for sure. They played Tusk one game, but it's not happening. Not here, but
he played Nyx Assassin support, which didn't really work out all that well, and Batrider support against OG.
Batrider.
May I ask a question here? Darkseer, does that warrant a ban after you've already banned the Earth Spirit? I mean, that's kind of the combo that they've been running. I haven't really seen a solo Darkseer on TNC
You can combo him with so many things, though. Yeah. You can combo with StarLadder, you can combo him with Sand King, you can combo him with many other heroes. And it's just annoying.
And it fits their playstyle, right? That mid-game aggression, just run at you. You got your mech timing, you've got your vacuum combo for the team fights. It fits so well for TNC.
Okay.
Lone Druid time.
Hey, well, one in doubt.
StarLadder, yeah. TNC's gonna grab StarLadder and
Lifestealer? I don't know if you want Lifestealer. I think StarLadder +1 is fine, but not necessarily.
They could maybe go for the Dazzle themselves.
They could. If they don't take it, Secret certainly will. So
Briar really likes it. It gives you your physical damage potential in both aspects, the defensive one and the offensive potential.
5 seconds.
It's a solid hero. They really like it. I mean, Briar played it incredibly well in their earlier series.
I like StarLadder Vengeance, actually.
Venge, too.
Yeah.
Can definitely be an option to get for the Lone Druid.
But I think they like running StarLadder as a support. So I don't necessarily think you want both your supports in the first two.
They do, yeah. Sam H plays it a couple of times. He likes to go on that for like that bottle build that Winter always talks about too. But yeah, they do like to keep it open-ended.
Well, speaking of open-ended, taking their time with this pick here.
Yeah.
Maybe putting some thought into this. Now, we've talked a lot about Lone Druid counters before. You have your standard ones. You got your Weaver. You've got anybody else that can go in the background. Maybe a Sand King, Sniper, sometimes picked up, even though Shiver's not a big fan.
Ember sometimes.
Hey.
Ember sometimes. Centaur, I'm not here, but Centaur
not too
maybe
bad.
in like the
I thought
fourth
you
pick.
were flaming the Sniper versus the old Sniper, new Sniper.
Well, I'm more like old Sniper. I feel like he should be able to do it, and he's not been able to do it. No, actually, that's not true, because Miracle played a really good Sniper the other day, and he was amazing at it, and he won the game with Sniper, and I believe that was against...
Yeah, he had the Centaur. So they do go for the Weaver, the minus armor, the ways to get into the back line.
Yep.
And it still leaves their draft open. So you don't really know, like... Actually, you probably know, actually. I mean, it could be the support StarLadder to carry Weaver. Could be the support Weaver offlane and StarLadder. They still have it definitely open-ended, and they just go for the safe Rubik pick. He has incredibly good spells to steal right now in the game already. Sprint, Crush, Corrosive Haze.
No Dazzle.
Shikuchi.
No Dazzle. Well, as Fog said, I mean, if there's a Weaver in the game and you pick up a Rubik, you cannot go wrong.
Yes.
And Fog, you'll agree with me on this. I mean, if he picks up Germinate, huge steal there.
Germinate?
With the double hits, right?
Gemini
can't
attack?
steal passives.
I'm pretty sure, Fog, you told me earlier this game that you could steal passes.
Germany.
Fog would not say that.
Fog, don't do this to me.
There's also no R in there. It's
Anyway.
Geminate attack.
Germinate. You
There's
said
no,
that.
There's no R in there.
You said if I say that on panel, it sounds super smart, Fog. How could you do this to
Oh
me?
my goodness.
So Invoker ban. Sorry, Slax.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you, Fog.
I mean, someone's got to keep it together over here.
Sorry, that should be my job.
Sorry.
Oh, well. Invoker!
He's far
No.
away. You just give him scolding glances from across.
That's basically my job.
Are Drow strats out of this, like, are they even possible sometimes now?
I feel like I haven't seen it like really at all.
But is it
right?
playable? Like, I think you could potentially end the game before Lone Druid gets his ridiculous talent, like 20 and 15.
Yeah, definitely a
Maybe.
possibility.
I
And
don't know.
it gives you like options to run like the Weaver support too and everything too.
Yeah, I don't know. I
it's-
mean, that was just something I was thinking about.
Okay.
Because
I think it's
taking down buildings is hard now. It's really hard to defend or to push high ground.
And especially for TNC, they definitely do struggle
Yeah.
at sieging high ground.
But I think that if you want to run a Drow lineup right now, you would have to pick Drow last, right?
Yeah, or you're going to pick a fourth, too.
Yeah, no one's banning it. No one's thinking about the hero in this tournament whatsoever. It seems they ban out the Ember Spirit heroes to get into the back line.
And then the other gap closers.
Centaur. I mean, if they want to have some StarLadder support,
Wait, they're not banning a Lifestealer?
They did not ban a Lifestealer either. Yeah.
Lifestealer's real good here.
You mean banning out Lifestealer on the side of Secret, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could still do that, but then you have to choose.
Well, they banned out the Axe. I think Axe is like really good at counter-initiating the Starter Lifestealer bomb. He's one of the
Alright.
best ones, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there's no Axe, like they don't have a good way to protect the Lone Druid. And there's also still Centaur available. Not
Yeah.
that you really need it with Weaver on your team, but I don't know. I'd be a little bit scared.
But why would they call it Geminate? Because if it germinate, then it would be.
Did you look it up?
No, I'm just saying germs like multiply, right? No.
Okay, so Gemini is Latin for twin. Two.
Oh. Well, that makes perfect sense,
There you
as
go.
well as the Timbersaw ban right there. A lot of damage coming out there with the magical stuff, and
Thanks, Slacks.
Yeah.
They saw the matchup earlier too, coming out like the Timbersaw versus Lone Druid. He just kind of stands there. Doesn't really care too much about it.
Root's physical damage.
Yeah, Root's physical. Dazzle picked up. We were talking about that one. Like Rior has been
Sorry.
really high favoring. They really in minus armor strat coming out already, and this could still be playing out into a draw strat.
Oh!
So, all right, they get it. Keeper light. This is definitely more of the secret that I want to see.
Hell yeah.
The Keeper Lone Druid hold high ground forever strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if
Yay.
you do know, you cannot go into for a draw now, right?
I think you can. You just push
You
multiple
still can?
lanes.
Yeah, sure.
All right, but
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta push
it's
fast.
risky, but at the same time, you do need some way to hit the
Hit the building.
T3s.
Yeah.
Or you have to do it.
I actually really like that Coddle pick against the Weaver as well.
Reserve
I mean,
time.
in the laning phase, Weaver has such a hard time with that kind of burst damage and the mana leak.
the mana leak.
You just
especially,
pop
yeah.
that on that little guy, and he is the roughest lane ever.
Dude,
So,
mana leak plus the fear,
Ooh.
plus the
Oh,
that, it just
man.
send him flying,
Yeah.
run out of mana.
see you later, son.
See you later.
All right, next pick coming out. Minus armor, big strat. We're gonna see probably Weaver pick up a Desolator as well.
Don't know if they want to reveal their mid.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to obviously reveal something here. Which one's which? Like the Shadow Fiend's still there if they want to go very heavy focus for minus armor, the TA, but I don't know if they want to draft it here.
TA's not bad. I like TA.
We've been seeing a lot of storms, especially against the Lone Druid and these kind of squishy Rubiks and Coddles. I think we might see another one today.
Or
It's
synergy.
the mana leak is also really annoying for Storm though.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad because he can just ult and then move around still and it doesn't leak. So,
They're just going for their same strat they had before.
Tinker it is. Yep.
They
Oh,
do
God.
reveal their mid laner though.
Tinker is a good matchup against most heroes, though.
Yeah.
Like, what hero owns Tinker?
There's not a lot.
Yeah, I can't really even think of
Zeus.
No.
Zeus with an Agnum Scepter Nimbus.
In the laning phase.
In the
yes.
laning phase.
Who cares about the laning phase? Nimbus, though.
It's also hard for them to like catch him split pushing later on because they don't really have like these natural ones like the Rubik Coddle. Coddle gets flying vision once he gets like Aghanims and all that.
Clockwork
But
time?
yeah, they do need something to find this Tinker. So okay, there you go. Storm Spirit. That's one of the spirits are always good options to be able to hunt down Tinker.
Yep. One of the best.
Yeah.
I think he's the best mid at hunting down Tinker.
I think Ember and Storm, but Storm actually has a good
Storm's
like a decent
way
matchup.
better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Storm, Clock,
Yeah.
the best. And you have a Coddle on your team. Storm
Storm
player's dream.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Ban out.
Legion Commander ban.
Okay.
I mean, we're looking for a Kezu hero. I was more expecting something like a Bat Rider, perhaps, or something. But you want to have a frontliner, and Centaur is still in.
Clock.
Centaur is still in.
Clock's my pick.
Clock for Secret. I still don't want like
10 seconds remaining.
Centaur could still work for TNC.
Definitely.
5
Centaur's
seconds
very
remaining.
annoying.
Yeah. They can't really do like a great job at zoning him either.
Yeah.
Next Assassin is the one that gets removed.
Pick.
Yeah, that actually would have been the best. Yeah, that would have been the best pick versus Storm and Coddle for sure.
Mana burn. Spike Carapace, so good. Okay. Last pick for Team Secret.
Kezu hero. Do they need it?
Kezu.
Do they want more team fight? Is the question that I'm thinking. Like, do they want
Void's
something like
good too,
that?
actually.
Yeah, like
5
Tide,
seconds
Void.
remaining.
He does play good Void. Would you agree, Ben? I know you're very critical of Kezu.
Good's a
Reserve
loose
time.
term.
Okay, wow.
But I would agree.
Thank you. There you go.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, they don't really have much team fight right now though, which is a little concerning. But neither does TNC.
I like Clock a lot versus Weaver too.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
They go for the
Woo!
Tide. Yeah, it's a Kezu hero.
TNC's turn to
That's
pick.
some nasty high ground holdage.
Yeah. Great call, Sheeps. So, what
Very cool
hero
time.
do you need? to break
Did I?
some high ground.
Okay.
You did call, right?
Nope,
No, I
but
said-
I'll take
I
it.
said Tider. I don't remember what the
It
other
was
hero I
Fog-
said was.
Yeah, your voices
It
are
doesn't
very
matter.
similar.
It's a Shiver hero, so that's fine.
Oh, that's right.
Tighter bat,
5
maybe? I don't know.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
So
Sand King.
It's
And a
Sand King.
Sand King. A
Okay.
Sand King? Come on.
I still thought they might go for the Centaur there, but no, they go for the Sandcore. More reliable, like stun and everything. But it does give Rubik better spells to steal.
Yeah, I don't like playing it versus Rubik that much, but I don't know, more reliable disable versus Storm, but I don't know if Storm's gonna be their main issue. Like,
Yeah.
do you really want to go in on a Tidehunter like that?
All right, Ben. Game 3, yay or nay?
I like Secret's lineup more.
What were the disables on TNC really quick? They had
SlarDar, Sand King.
Flutter and Sanking for
Yeah.
the
That's it.
Storm Spirit. So, and yes, I think Secret has a lot more comfort picks that they're used to. They have Kezu's Tidehunter. They have like
Yep.
Pi or Puppy on the Coddle. I just think that this has it's a much
have
more
Lone
Secret
Druid.
draft, and it's a Lone Druid. So
Yeah.
I would also have to go with Secret as well.
I gotta go with Secret too. I mean, this is gonna be a great game for Rubik. He's got a lot of things to steal. I mean, Caustic Finale. I mean, all sorts of stuff, and really hoping to see Rubik shine.
But Kuko's
this game.
crazy, man.
He is pretty nuts.
All right, our panel is unanimous. All go for Team Secret. Let's find out what our commentators think. It is over to Winter and Odie Pixel.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Indeed, we're getting ready for game 2 now. Secret versus TNC. I'm Odie Pixel. I'm here with you, boy Winter. We've just seen the drafts. We're just about to see someone die. Puppy. He's in trouble. Top lane. They're making a bit of a go on into him here. Tims and SamH hunting for the Rubik, but they can't quite finish him
my
off. Puppy
lord.
will survive.
They TP 2 heroes out to top lane. Gosh, that's some aggression.
And going all out there. But the drafts, Winter, talk to me about it. We've heard the panel's opinion. What do you think? What are you liking here?
TNC got what they wanted. I think in terms of their overall composition, they are trying to play pick-off, mobility,
30 seconds.
and they try to move the enemy around with the Tinker. And I would say Secret also got what they want. They want to 5-man and push. And personally, I think I favor Secret's lineup more because I think it's easier to execute for their lineup. And for TNC, you need to play well. You need to catch them. You need to slow down the push. If the push comes too soon, you're going to be in trouble. Because Aghanim's Scottle with, say, a Mech plus Pipe Tidehunter, that is a lot of problems for you.
We'll see at the moment on the bounty camp. Everyone just grabbing their own half. No one's just going to be contesting at the moment. One down bottom, still there for the taking. We'll get it on his way down. Lanes, by the looks of it, it's going to be standard stuff. No one running their position one aggressively, keeping themselves to the safe lanes. And bottom lane already. Keep the light, hiding in the tree line. Maybe seeing if we can get a bit of action once the lane comes down with the Tidehunter.
Oh, Paladai here. He is already in the bottom lane trying to get Kezu a better laning stage. Unlike the last game, I like this adjustment.
Look at this wraparound here, mid lane. Tims straight in with a level 1 gank, comes in with a crush. Putting a bit of harassment down onto mid one.
He should be A-okay. Like, StarLadder can't really pressure too much. I mean, it's going to be annoying for the first 2 waves because the creeps, looking at the creeps, it's stuck in the middle in the river. So Teams is going to be able to do this repeatedly until the creeps pushed up. Because there's 2 range creeps for TNC. The lane is going to eventually push up.
Yeah, some heavy harassment. onto mid
Bottom
one.
lane, so we see Paladai here sitting in the lane, babysitting and helping the Tide here. Like, Kezu didn't have a good time in the last game because he was left alone.
CS in the mid lane at the moment. 7 for 2 on Cuckoo. 1 for 0
Oh,
on mid one because
Kezu,
of that harassment.
Oh my god, he's like diving into the
Oh,
tower.
he's playing aggressively. He feels confident with Paladai hanging around by his side just behind him.
Yeah, this lane is going to cause a lot of problems for the Weaver here. He's going to have to tank a lot of Illuminate Harass, the Anchor Smash. This is not a fun lane for Weaver. They have to make sure that the other lanes go equally as well, but SamH is also struggling because he's up against a Lone Druid. Like, that's the good thing about having a Lone Druid. You're gonna
win your lane.
safe. Yeah, you're gonna win your safe lane. Like, it's very difficult for the offlaners to come out and contest, and Puppy is also getting his levels, getting his pulls. This is looking a bit troublesome for TNC in the laning phase.
Yeah,
As
for sure.
much
So
as-
side lanes, the mid lane's the good news for TNC, really, isn't it?
Yep, Tinker does do really well against Storm, and he did receive some help from Tims earlier, as we saw. So that's, I guess that's the only bright side right now. The other lanes are not going too well for them.
It'll be interesting to see how long the Sand King does remain in the top lane. before he has to maybe go to the jungle to try and find a bit of quick farm. He's starting to find a bit more CS
Actually,
now.
he has
actually.
a lot of CS, I just noticed.
Yeah, he's being able to force the lane back. To get himself a bit of space. Tim's again making another quick visit into the mid lane.
Just being as annoying as possible. I mean, this is what you want to do against Storm. Because Storm, when he gets his farm and levels, he's going to be very powerful. And he does counter the Tinker a lot in terms of having a hero that can constantly threaten to kill the Tinker. So, you want to keep the Storm down as much as you can. That's what Teams is aiming to do here. And Puppy rotates himself towards the mid lane, try and scout out the StarLadder.
And top lane, Tims is hanging around there now with Sam H. It's bottom lane, Kezu.
And this Keeper of the Light is just so annoying. Like Raven he's out of region.
Yeah, running these dual lanes has been a very good decision from Secret. Definitely, as you mentioned, just keeping good control, making sure that MP and Kezu have a good time. Definitely, the slight worry is the fact that Sam H is finding as much as he is.
Trying to set up an ambush here at the trees, but Secret not gonna fall for it. Sam H just moving towards the neutral camp, trying to get the Satyr. That's what he wants here.
And Raven down bottom getting very low. Does have 7 stick charges built up.
This is not good for the Weaver for sure. This lane is causing a lot of problems for him. He's not gonna have a good time compared to earlier where Raven played the Weaver. He had so many items. This is not gonna be that kind of game for him. He needs to rely on the Sand King and the Star to bring the game back for him. The dagger heroes, the dagger duo. Sand King is gonna get his dagger first, then the StarLadder. So those are gonna be their good times.
Yeah, for sure. And also, yeah, for TNC, Cuckoo at least.
And he's also
He's going to be getting a good timing on the boosted travel at this rate, having the farm that he is in the mid lane. You know, top of the CS board at the moment.
I mean, that's okay for them, despite having a harder lane for the carry. So
look
the
at
other
this.
or mid lane.
This could be big if they get the kill. In fact, with the crush and the laser, it's bringing mid one down low. One more touch would do it. He's getting himself away. Pie with the rotation.
Oh my!
The Illuminate to turn things around. Secret.
Oh,
beautiful rotation from Pie.
And he has a range drop too. So those small little details actually saving mid one's life there. And again, the supports being at the right place at the right time. Similar to the last game where Puppy was able to read their movements, and this game it happens again.
Absolutely crucial in this early stage, and as we were saying, especially in this mid lane, where Secret were kind of getting dealt the rougher hand.
Yep, you want to kill the Storm before he has level 6. That was what TNC were trying to do.
And meanwhile, once that all goes on, the side lanes, MP up at the top, keeping himself at the top of the CS. Had a hard time in game 1, kind of getting the farm that a position 1 needs, but this time round, first 5.5 minutes have been looking very, very fruitful here for this lone druid. Bottom lane as well, Kezu being able to just stay in lane. Top lane though, talking about the lone druid. Oh, bit of the caster's curse potentially kicking in, and he's in trouble trying to run himself away. The core stick bringing him down low. Resubs the bear, tries to look for a block, but it's not going to happen. Puppy couldn't quite make it there in time, and in fact, he himself could be in trouble. The crush is there from Tim, Sam H, and Tim's going in deep behind the tower, but now another TP in from Pi, building up the Illuminate. Ooh, doesn't quite clip onto the StarLadder, won't find the kill. Sam H just continues to dive in with another burrow strike, finally finishes off Puppy. Tims, he's on the hunt. Oh, he's gone for the TP, and he will make it. The infused raindrop there. I think it may have just saved him from the damage there with that Illuminate. It would have been close.
He had a 140 HP, so it would have been like very, very close to dying there. But at the end of the day, raindrops, the value right there.
It's a good item. Very, very much value, yeah, having it at this stage of the game. He's at both sides, as we've been seeing against some of these magical nukes early game. 2-2 at the moment. And worth-wise, it's fairly even really across the board.
Yep.
Very, very close coming out this laning stage because of these little skirmishes.
Well, the thing that they want right now for TNC is to get boost of travel on Cuckoo and to get a dagger on Sand King. These are the 2 key items that they want from this from a good laning phase, and they're getting that. Cuckoo so far halfway to his boost of travel, unless he wants to stop for soaring, or he waits for the boost of travel first, then he gets his soaring after. Whereas for the Sand King, he might want to finish his Trankles and then go for the dagger after, so not going to come anytime soon.
Mid lane Rio, just hanging by Cuckoo just in case any sort of rotation comes in from Secret.
Everyone is just more content in farming right now. Not many opportunities of making moves because both sides are either waiting for their daggers or waiting for their ultis to come online. Kezu has his ulti up right now, so if they want to move the tide to a lane to push down a tower or to react towards a gank, it's entirely possible right now for Secret. If you're TNC, you do not want to fight into the tide right now. Tide is really strong with the Ravage. You want to try to, take a small engagement, try to move the enemy around. You don't want to try to fight into them as 5 heroes.
Yeah, bottom lane, Kezu and Pi putting some heavy pressure onto the tier 1 bottom. Sam H throws forward. It's going to be lifted up. They're going to try and make a bit of a go back onto the Sand King. Fairly tanky though, level 7, and it's being backed up by the Dazzle. Sam H is going to be A-OK, walks it off. Bottom lane, Tims comes in with the crush onto the tide. Further TPs will be coming through from TNC to look to defend this tier 1. They'll bring in Rio as well. Raven still in the neighborhood, under the cover of the Invis. And they'll look towards Kezu. They will try and make a go on it, but he's very, very tanky. With the Burrow Strike, they could have a chance of bringing him down, but Kezu pops the stick charges and the Anchor Smash. He's going to continue to try and walk this one off, but he will get crushed up and finally brought down. It was a hard kill. They do end up getting at the end of the day, TNC. It did cost them the commitment of 4 heroes.
Yeah, Pi actually backed off. Maybe if Pi stayed and charged up another Illuminate, it could open the possibility of dropping the Ravage and Anchor Smash and possibly finishing off at least 1 or 2 heroes there. But he decides to back off, seeing that there's no way he could help the Tide anymore. I mean, it was still fine because they took such a long time to kill the Tide, and they were able to down the tier 1 at bottom. So, end of the day, I think Secret are still happy with the outcome of that. Space, space for the other heroes.
It really is. I mean, you look at the 2 highest on the net worth now. It is mid 1 and MP.
Yeah, once this Storm gets 1 item, it's gonna be very, very annoying for the Tinker once he gets his first stone. Then he has enough mana pool to actually look for the Tinker constantly and kill him. That's gonna be an issue for Cuckoo. And Cuckoo, despite managing to get a lot of time to farm, still not yet completed. Oh, he actually already has it, I think. Yeah, he actually already has it. But still no soaring, so he has his boost of travel completed. Still okay, but not on the top of net worth right now. Storm and Lonju, like you said, still ahead of both of them.
Okay, so came up to the top lane to look for some farm. In response, Tims and Raven headed up there as well. Raven actually backing away from the lane for the time being, just giving it to Tims, trying to get that StarLadder, that level 6 online.
I mean, both teams are much more contented in farming right now. Like for Secret, they are waiting for their mech. They're waiting for Storm to get more items. They're not too, worried about taking fights despite having the Ravage up.
Tims trying to put a bit of harassment down on Kezu, but he's fairly big now. With the headdress, the buckler, 300 gold away from the mechanism. We're seeing just how much of a world of difference it makes, giving Kezu that little bit of a support he needs in the laning stage.
They see mid 1 coming into the jungle here. There was a ward, so Cuckoo gonna TP himself up. And top lane, TNC still trying their best to hold the tier 1 at top. Like Secret have been constantly pressuring the tower with the Tide and the Cotter, buying space for the other 2 cores to farm.
Bottom lane, Samage coming in with the Burrow Strike, a quick Savage Roar. Send back the Sand King. Top lane, even with the amplifying Kezu, very little that TNC can do to the Tide in terms of damage just between the Weaver and the StarLadder.
Raven is really struggling to find farm though. Like it's very difficult for the Weaver here. It's gonna try to make a go onto Kezu, spamming rockets at him.
Oh, they just don't have the damage.
Yeah. Secret are just really content in farming out all the lanes because of the cores they have right now. All of them need, even the supports, if you talk about Rubik and Koto, both of these supports have the ability to push out lanes, farm, and they're really good with items. TNC are just waiting for their daggers, right? Without the daggers on the StarLadder and the Sand King, it's not very easy for them to gank. They can maybe try to run in with the StarLadder plus his sprint. That's probably their best way of starting a fight here. They're moving down.
And look at this wraparound here, coming in for the cover of the river. Can they get a lead in? Already Lone Druid is out of there. Puppy going for the telekinesis, but he's been poison touched, lasered, and there with the right click from the Tinker. Cuckoo will find the kill. Raven elsewhere, pulling up the rune up top. He's getting a bit more space there because of the plays down bottom.
They're giving them the necessary information that Puppy was down there, so they were able to get that easy pick off. But it was again a smoke by TNC, and what they got was a support. So that was not the ideal target, but they were able to place down a deep ward here around the Ancients, so this is still a valuable ward and for them for the future. So it's not too bad at the end of the day, but you do want to kill like a core and maybe transition into a tower if possible every time you use a smoke like this. Getting a support kill is definitely not what you want. And here we see Storm smoked up with the Keeper. They smoke into the enemy jungle, they place a deep ward, and they look for a kill. They have
Looking
a DD.
towards this mid lane, Rio is there, backing up Tims if a grave is required. Let's see how they've got the good damage to bring him down quick enough. Tims with the quick crush, heads up. Oh, very nice from Pi indeed, separating the Dazzle and the StarLadder. So that level 1, he's got level 1 grave, isn't it? The reach is not going to be there because of that blinding light.
Play.
Smart man indeed, bottom lane, Samage. A friendly burrow strike onto MP to tell him to get out of his neighborhood.
You know, not so friendly when you see a Tinker around, shooting rockets at him, but
It's a friendly rocket.
Friendly rockets.
An NA rocket.
Getting a big kill and able to pressure the towers. They're really contented with the situation they're in. They're really calm, not trying to force too much, making only small movements, placing wards, and they are making sure that all the lanes are pushed out all the time. Because their heroes are really, really good at pushing out lanes. The Keeper, the Rubik, the Tide, and that's going to open up a lot of opportunities for mid 1 on the Storm to catch the enemy. Just once all the lanes are pushed out, if the enemy tries to defend their lanes and they show a lot of heroes on the lanes.
Oh, look at this, Winter Puppy. Sneaking in with the Shikuchi. Quick telekinesis and a Fade Bolt. And he's out again. Off he goes. Sneaky, 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 but in fact the original Sneakster is on his case. Raven coming in with the OG Shikuchi. Who's going to out-Shikuchi each other, looks like Puppy, with the Dukes up to the north.
It was all in distraction. See, Kezu top pressuring the tower. Tower is about close to half HP.
Hey, Kezu's getting big. I mean, look at this man's farm. He's only a few hundred behind Cuckoo on the Tinker. He's ahead of Raven's Weaver. 1300 towards the Blink Dagger on top of the mech. Tides his hero, Winter. That man now has a farm on the big old watermelon.
It's one of his comfort heroes for sure. But right now, Secret still, maybe they're trying to wait for the dagger on the Tide before they start to make any aggressive plays, but still they're farming all the lanes, as you can see, farming the jungle. They pushed out the mid lane, they pushed out the top lane, bottom lane's pushed out, they're farming the enemy jungle. They're being more efficient than TNC. Not every TNC hero can farm the jungle, except for like the Tinker and the Sand King at the moment. The rest of the heroes do not jungle very well. So if you talk about the resources on the map,
right, much easier for Secret.
Secret are being much more efficient. They're outfarming their enemies very heavily. But on the other hand, TNC has pretty good vision around the map to understand what's happening. They have deep wards, so when they get the daggers on the Sand King and the StarLadder, that's going to be their turning point in the game. Sand King has his dagger now, so that's going to be the start of the Dagger brothers making stuff happen. That's going to be really important for them to pick off all these heroes. It's so hard for them to go out the lanes when they don't have daggers. All the lanes are always pushed out, and they are really scared of the Storm ganking them because they have to show a lot of heroes on the lanes to push out. So they're under a lot of pressure. The dagger is their biggest tool right now to elevate the pressure and get some crucial pickoffs. And they're going to move towards the top lane though. But Tide is pretty tanky.
He's close to his own dagger.
Yeah, he has Kraken and Mech. This is not an easy kill. They need the epicenter for this.
I mean, this Weaver literally does no damage at all.
Even with the epi, they need the Tinker to come in with the laser rocket.
I mean, you have to commit so much to try and kill this Tide. It's kind of a question whether it's worth it at this stage. But TNC, they are going to try and do something up here.
Yep, just look at what Secret are doing. They cleared out the mid lane, they smoked, and they're moving towards top.
I mean, Kezu, just wards forward. Indeed, TNC, they're actually backing off. They don't want to commit resources for that.
They might be able to get a pick here.
Mid one, the smoke on Smoke it. Mid one, he's going to see them. Immediately zips to get the high ground vision advantage. Starts to back away.
There was really, really good reactions by mid one there. Zipping up, giving the vision with the Remnant there. That was such a good play. Even though nothing happened, but that was a really good play by the player.
Just very smart heads up, yeah.
They're trying to get Raven here. Not an easy kill as well. They might have to use Vortex into Ravage. Not sure if they want to commit so much here.
And just spamming the rockets at Kezu. Does get him down to less than half health.
This game is all going to be about how the teams control the lane equilibrium. Like whoever controls the lane equilibrium pushes out the lane faster and uses the time to get a pick off. It's going to gain a substantial advantage in the game. Right now, both teams are trying to do the same thing. They're pushing out the lanes. One side with Tinker and Sand King and Weaver, and the other side is pushing with the Keeper, the Rubik, the Storm, Tide. But the main difference is Secret only has one hero that can catch the Storm. And TNC, when they have the Dagger and the StarLadder, they're going to have two ways of catching.
I do like the decision from Raven this game to stick to a more orthodox build. We saw him earlier on the Weaver do the Helm, kind of into the Maelstrom, which did work out in that situation. This time around,
the Maelstrom build is probably good if you have not enough wave clear, but this game they do have enough wave clear with this Tinker.
They just need raw damage.
Yeah.
Bottom lane,
Oh,
Luke.
Sam H.
It's going to kick off here, zooming in onto Sam H. He will be able to burst strike out, but he's already been mana left. And now he will be stuck in position, rooted up. He tries to the TP out, but the Savage Roar's there to cancel it. They'll kill him nonetheless in the blinding light from Pi, bringing Ryo
that was
right
huge.
back into the grabs of Secret.
That was absolutely huge. Mid-1 got his Bloodstone.
So
that was 2 charges.
Yeah.
Plus they were moving with the Dagger on the Tide. So there was not much that TNC could do there. Secret, they hit their timing, so they were much stronger at that point.
Raven, he's looking towards mid-1, but of course on his own. Very little he can do. Cuckoo actually will come in, blink
Cuckoo.
across. Very aggressive.
my
Looking
God,
for mid-1, but mid-1's just going to turn. Zip back in with the Vortex TP coming through as well. Cuckoo's out.
That blink?
An incredibly aggressive play from the Tinker, not paying off there. And he gives mid-1 another Bloodstone charge. He's going to be very, very happy with that. And in fact, he's sticking around. They want to look for more here, Secret. Kezu comes in with a 2-man Ravage, catching them both out. They look towards the Weaver. They'll get it. Puppey with the stolen Burrow Strike allows the permanent lockdown to take down the Bug. Mid-1 now with those 16 juicy Bloodstone charges. And he's looking for more. He's going to have Tim's as well by the looks of it. And he's got it. Mega kill streak for mid-1. The Bloodstone charges racking up.
A series of really bad exchanges for TNC, totally stopping and halting their momentum.
Oh, and mid-1, suddenly he's in the mid lane. Pi says, hey. He calls him up, brings him over, gets him involved in a bit more action.
Oh my god.
And this Storm Spirit, he's absolutely rolling away with the game. 18
Once he
charges.
gets his Orchid, he's just going to be able to destroy anyone on the map alone. And they have a recall.
It's massive.
So this Storm is going to be everywhere on the map.
Yeah, this Storm Cottle combo, just as you mentioned, kind of touched on there, the recall facility, it's brilliant for getting everyone involved.
When that happens, I think TNC, they have to maybe camp the Tinker. Like when Tinker pushes or the Weaver pushes, the Sand King or StarLadder, they have to sit behind to wait for a counter move. There might be something that they could consider. Because this Storm is just balling out of control. He's very, very super farm right now.
And so's MP. MP right up there with him.
Oh my lord.
Both the lane
Aghanim's
through
as well coming on the Kotl, so
he's nearly got any Pi, with less than 1,000 away.
this is going to be a huge problem because not only they're going to be pushing the lanes out, they're going to have the vision control with the Aghs on the Kotl. It's going to be a really difficult game for TNC.
And once they have kind of that vision with the Ice Call, if they get a gem, it's going to be so hard for Raven to do anything in these fights. He just can't get close to them.
Oh, this is really bad news for TNC. They have to somehow use their daggers on the Sand King and StarLadder to get something done. So far, nothing significant has happened for them with the daggers on the Sand King. StarLadder should have his dagger. Yeah, he has his dagger now. So they really need to make stuff happen. This is not very good for them.
I mean, catching mid-1 would be perfect. If they can start to knock those charges
but if
out
they
of
want to
him.
catch mid-1, they have to chain their stuns together. They can't just gank with the Sand King alone. They need the Sand King plus StarLadder because the rest of the heroes do not have lockdown.
Very interesting decision as well from Raven. It looks like he's saying, I can't get the Deso. I need to get the Manta because this Storm, he's going to have the Orchid so soon.
Yeah, he's expecting the Orchid.
He's got to have that Manta before it. Which does set him back, of course, because as we said, he needs the damage, but he also needs to survive. So realizing the situation is not ideal that he's in, Raven, and just altering the build.
So let's see here what TNC is going to do with the double daggers. So far, they have split up their 2 daggers. So Sam H is in bottom lane, Sara is top, played by Tim. So they're going to go in.
Look at the crush onto Puppey. Didn't have the vision to then follow it with any sort of a
He was just trying
punch.
to get the corrosive haste on Puppey because Puppey has Shukochi, so they want to keep tabs on the Rubik's movement. So he was just basically trying to do that.
But look at this now as well. Kezu has Greaves complete 22 minutes in.
They are not killing
The push.
this. They are not killing this tight.
The sustain with the Ags Cottle, it's going to be unbelievable in these
And
kind of lane
Secret
pushes.
is in full control right now of this game. They're in full control.
It's a bit, yeah, kind of turned on its head from game one. You know, game one, very much, you know, it was TNC's road to victory.
Oh,
Game
cool.
two, Secret are in the driving seat, and they're not looking to give up the wheel anytime soon. Actually, talking about what he queued up, he did change back. He has gone for the Desolator, Raven. So he won't have that Manta, of course, almost certainly before the Storm has
because
the
they are
Orchid.
lacking in damage.
Yeah, I kind of feel you could have gone either way, but
this will give them another option to maybe smoke and steal Roche with the
for
StarLadder.
sure. That is true. Yeah, they could try for big plays like that.
Let's see if they have a smoke on Dazzle. But choosing a right time is difficult. I think once Cottle has Ags, it will be close to impossible to do that. I think he already has the Ags. Okay, he already
He's just got
has
it.
the
It's
Ags.
on its way out in the courier.
Alright, so daytime hitting in 30 seconds.
Puppy's got his blink as well. So
This
you got
is
that extra bit
Secret's
of cash
timing.
for Secret.
Once daytime kicks in, they are gonna be able to remove the last two towers, go for Roshan, and yeah, and try to siege high ground after that with the lone Jude.
TNC with the smoker.
Can TNC do anything to slow that? Oh, they're going
They're
for
going to
Roche.
go for Roche. They're going to do exactly what you said, Winter. That was exactly the play that they were looking for. Picking up that Deso, heading in for a sneaky Roche.
Can they do it?
TP up to the tier
Can
one
they do
top.
it?
I don't think Secret are going to check it out. They don't expect this play to come out. I believe
this is gonna give them a lifeline. OD.
Yeah,
this is so
they
big.
kept the Deso hidden, so they don't know that TNC have this damage output. And
Alright,
TNC
this
will be
is
able to
big.
get this.
Oh, they're gonna TP in the Cottle. He's gonna come check.
Oh, now they're coming.
Oh, no, can they steal this?
They're finding light. Kezu, he's still got Ravage. Secret can control this.
Oh,
Roshan is so low. Pie checking it out just in time. Puppy going forward with the lift onto Raven. Raven, he's going to try and go for some sort of steal. He got it! He got it! Raven was able to pick up the Aegis. Secret.
Oh,
They kind of
my
backfingered
lord.
it. They didn't
He
pick it up in time.
Dude, he Shukuchi out and he time-lags back in. They didn't expect it and he stole it.
That's smart. Time-lapsing back into the pit. Raven.
Gosh, that has to be the play of the tournament.
Yeah, if Secret had that Aegis there for the next push, it could have all just been over.
Oh my lord. OD Pixel.
Time-lapsing back in. You certainly don't see it work out that way around normally.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, that's a lifeline for TNC. I mean, Secret is still in the driver's seat, that's for sure. But at least now with the Aegis on Raven, it's gonna give them more time to farm. You know, they need to have more items on their heroes. The Aghanims on Tinker will be their next peak of power for their heroes.
And who needs a Manta against the Orchid when you got an Aegis against the Orchid?
maybe.
Look at that.
All right.
You might not even need to lose it if the Grave's long enough, but it looks like they've got enough control. They will bring him down once. On the
Epi.
backline. Coming in onto the Kezu will come through with a Ravage. Secret falling low in terms
not
of
enough
armor as
damage.
well. The Weave starting to bring that armor down low.
Oh, the heal.
The heal indeed from Pi comes back through, but again, Sam H, 3-man burrow strike. They'll take down the lone Druid. TNC are holding on here. Jump forward for StarLadder, but bam, he's blasted down there.
Pylida is carrying his team.
Oh, he really is. These Illuminates are absolutely huge in this team fight down on the bottom lane. Cuckoo and Raven look to get themselves out, but didn't quite get him there.
God.
Zips forward, but Raven's there with the time lapse to get himself out.
Oh, Puppy. He gets the catch on the Weaver.
Does he have any? He doesn't have any follow-through control, so Raven still will be safe. Gets out. But again, these fights...
Maybe a bit of miscommunication. I mean, one, he was actually nearby, but he went to pick up the rune. He did not like follow Puppy's footsteps. If he was like nearby, that was a dead Weaver. That was for sure a dead Weaver.
It was a little lower mana though, wasn't it? Because he zipped up first to try and get the Weaver, and the Weaver time
Yeah,
lapse
maybe. Yeah, you're right, you're right.
They want to fight it, TNC.
Yeah, no Ravage. They want to take this fight.
Can they actually catch anyone out?
Good,
He gets the tower. Midbon goes straight in. Fights Cuckoo in the tree line. Cuckoo's out. The heal's there from Pi. Puppy falling low. Raven's trying to find the Rubicon. He will do so. Can he chase out for more? Coming in with the tanking. Mid one goes forward. Will be used up. It's going to be the follow-through crush. Mid one is being controlled. Can he get out just in time? He zips away. Zips again. Time lapse from Raven. He'll turn his attention towards MP, but the Savage Roar's there to back him off. But in comes Sammy with the Blink Burrow Strike. Tim's with a follow-through crush. They're controlling the lone Druid. They'll surround him. They'll bring him down. Raven gets the kill. TNC,
Yeah,
they're
that
holding
was
on
huge.
this bottom lane.
That was huge. Secret did not have their Ravage, so TNC decided that they have to, hold the tower. Remember the DC game yesterday when
Mid one did end up going down as well, even though it looked like he escaped.
Oh, didn't he?
He did end up dying. He's down to 14 charges.
Oh,
He's looking to build them back up though
15
immediately.
charges.
He's like, give me those charges back, boy. And there we have it. Pi, no kill
wait,
secure.
how did he die? I thought he got out.
Zipped up to the.
Did he die to like some dazzle poison?
Could have been a stray
Let me
rocket.
see.
Maybe a stray rocket.
Smart money.
He died to Rio. He died to
the poison touch was on him. There we go.
Fortune.
The detectives have sold it.
Detective.
That poison touch, that's a big kill to find in that fight. When it looked like he was getting away.
Yeah, but I was gonna say that TNC took that fight knowing that Ravage was down. That was their biggest opportunity of the game, to get something done. And they got 2 big kills on the Storm and the Lone Druid, so definitely a big turnaround for them despite losing the tier 2 tower.
That should help.
I mean, TNC is still in this game after getting the Aegis, getting those kills. And they needed that kill on the Storm. Storm had way too many burststone charges.
Oh, he did. He was up to kind of, I believe, 21 at the point. Cuckoo up top.
Do they have the axe on the Tinker?
Very close. About 800 gold they'll have in the bank.
That's going to be very crucial for them to hold the game and delay the push.
Tim's just signing up this top lane. There's actually a ping here. Yeah, Kezu.
And it's night time now, so if TNC wants to, okay.
Hello, easy kill for mid-bomb. He's getting those charges back, slowly but surely.
Yeah, and they have a gem on the Storm as well. I'm not sure if we talked about that. Really crucial. Like I mentioned in the previous game, when you're controlling the map, you need a gem. And not only to that, they're up against a Sand King, a Weaver, you need the detection against that. And I think there's a Glimmer Cape as well. Yeah, there's a Glimmer Cape on the Dazzle. Secret right now starting to put up anti-Tinker vision, as you can see what Puppy is doing here. Putting up like those high ground wards to scout out the Tinker.
That makes it so easy for mid-one to get that kill. Teeping into the tower and zipping in if he sees it.
Basically, in the next few minutes before Roshan spawns, Secret wants to get as many pickers on the Tinker as possible with the Storm, so they're gonna need all these wards as much as they can to help the Storm do his job. Oh, the zip in!
Instantly in there.
Oh, look at the reaction!
Silences the StarLadder to make sure there's no crush.
Oh my god, that reaction!
And there's the Ravage. Kezu clips Cuckoo, gets the Sand King as well. Tim's going for the TP on the side. He will make it, but the other two will not. Double kill for Kezu.
Oh my god, and he's gonna recall him towards the mid lane. It might get... oh no, not enough mana to force that kill, but that reaction there, he's so quick to silence the StarLadder.
Yeah, the vision as well, allowing him to I imagine, just kind of precast it before the StarLadder was in range. So as soon as StarLadder was close enough where he thought he could go for that crush, bam! Orchid kicks in. Pretty much those wards from Puppy there, securing that fight for Secret.
So Roshan is going to be up in the next few minutes. The gem has so far, I think, mostly dewarded. Oh, there's still 1 ward here for TNC on the high ground. So only 1 ward remaining here. Vision is going to be very limited for them, and it's going to be another minute. That was interesting. I didn't know. I guess, yeah, it was up the cliff, so uphill miss kicked in. Whilst it was caught there on the side, and talking about being caught on the side, Pi and mid one, they find Cuckoo. Man,
they're pushing down bottom.
He's just using this hero so well, Keeper.
It's a strong hero.
Oh my god, and right now Storm has BKB.
Raven looking towards Kezu. Raven going to feel that little bit safer now that he does have the Manta style complete.
Still, Kezu a very, very difficult target to kill here. And he's building into, wow, an interesting item. He's trying to get a Hex on the side.
Puppy.
Oh my god.
And there's the finisher.
TNC is just getting destroyed by this Storm right now. And the Keeper of the Light. If you look at how they are moving, clearing out the creep, pushing out all the waves. And if you're TNC, you need to send someone to clear out the waves. And that's when the Storm catches you. Because they're moving around with the recall. It's very difficult to anticipate their movements. And that's going to give them a high ground push. Daytime. Oh my god. Secret is so darn strong right now.
How do you stop this?
They're going to back off though. Because Roshan, they know Roshan is going to be up soon. There's no reason to force anything. They're going to just try to poke forward, make TNC come defend as 5 heroes, then move back and farm and wait for the rush. There's no rush for them. They have absolutely map control right now.
Game controls at 20k net worth lead at the moment for Secret.
This is the only ward that's giving some information to TNC. Gosh, this is a very, very tough position to be if you're TNC. All they can hope for right now is to try and stall the game out with Tinker, buy time.
They want to try and contest Roche.
I mean, this is also the right play because they need to control the Roche.
They know
if they give away, if they give the Roche away to the Storm. Oh, here comes the jump.
That's certainly a way to start.
The gem. Oh, the gem is gone.
Drawing Kezu. Can Kezu do anything?
Big kill.
It doesn't look like he can.
That is a big kill there. They were kind of hoping that the Roshan was already up. So they get the kill and they get the Roche. But unfortunately for them, that's not up.
Just about 1 minute left before we'll see Roche back in.
Yeah, big pickup there. They got the gem. So that's going to allow the Weaver, the Sand King, and the Glimmer Cape on the Desert to function better.
Mid one. Clearing out some Ancients, looking towards the Shiva's Guard on himself. And TNC, of course, back to playing it safe. He's back on their high ground. Only really able to leave the base as a team really under the cover of smoke now. It's getting very dangerous for them.
Do they have the... Axe is completed on Coco moments ago, so... I don't know. Like, it's going to be difficult without... I don't think they have any more smokes.
Oh, Tims. Not quite quick enough to catch Puppy on mid one.
I mean, like you said, without a smoke, it's going to be very difficult for them to move on. And this Roche is definitely going to spawn during daytime. There's not enough time until night. So Secret has a huge advantage fighting during daytime around the Roche pit because they have a superior vision. I find it really difficult for TNC to contest this Roche, this upcoming Roche. They might have to give it away. I don't think you can fight into the vision advantage that the Keeper gives his team around the Roche area.
Yeah, for sure. Even though they have got like those big team fight ults for the epicenter and such, it's all about just being unable to get that jump in.
Storm, when he sees the supports, is just gonna jump in, BKB, kill the Dazzle, or kill the Tinker, like kill one of the key targets in the back lines, and you're not gonna be able to fight. So still, even losing the gem, I still think Secret is still in a very good position. They're gonna check the Roche soon, with Puppy walking in. So they're gonna pull back, do the Roche and siege high ground.
Oh, Tims has to be careful down there. Mid one has an Invis rune. The StarLadder reveals himself. Mid one could get the kill, but mid one is actually just going to clean up the lane, so Tims will keep himself very much hidden.
Yep, meanwhile, MP doing the Roche alone. I think Storm should still be the best target for this Aegis. Best holder for the Aegis.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. Getting in mid one's hands will be fantastic indeed. They'll bring him over. For the glory, they're finishing off of the Roshan. 20 Bloodstone charges, you are going to want to protect them. And there we have it, Aegis in the hands of mid one now. Secret continues to go from strength to strength here in this game too. Raven slowly starting to catch up, he's only 1,500 or so behind MP.
This next push is going to be extremely difficult. For once now, Secret are going to hold the Aegis of Immortal. How many buybacks do they have on TNC? Cuckoo has buyback, Sam H has buyback, 2 buybacks. And Raven has buyback, 3 buybacks. So they have triple buyback to defend here. If Secret decides to force the high ground and take a fight, they are really, really strong right now.
And more anti-Tinker wars being placed down by Secret on that bottom lane.
And they need to rely on the Sam H Sand King to maybe like in the fight at bottom where he landed so many multi-hero stuns. They need tons of that to win the fight. Because right now Secret has just way too many items. And with the grease, the pipe and the sustain, it's very difficult for them to kill heroes quickly. Like basically all Secret needs to do is give vision to the Storm. Once Storm sees the Dazzle or any easy target, he's just gonna zip in. Or maybe sees the Tinker, he zips in, silences the Dazzle, and goes for the Tinker and kills a key target. Like it's very easy for the Storm to play if he sees the enemy. And it's 3 minutes today. Not sure if they want to wait for it because the Aegis will be running out if they wait for daytime. But then again, if they wait for daytime, they're gonna have the vision advantage that I spoke.
Oh yeah, no, that's massive. Especially, I think Pi, he just purchased another gem.
Yeah,
so they will have
really
that vision
important.
again.
It's really, really important for them to maintain vision control and make sure that TNC does not have any vision outside of the base.
They have a Hex now as well, complete on Kezu. Very big against this Weaver. And
Weaver, yeah.
You know, Weaver's got a BKB and a Manta. That's going to be redundant if Kezu can get in with a quick Hex beforehand. And looking to go just back towards the Lotus Orb after that Hex pickup on the tide.
Yep, Lotus definitely an item that you want late game against the Tinker. You prevent him from either Hex locking one hero or you're gonna reflect the laser. It's a really good item against the Tinker for sure. And just look at them, they're just like so scared, and Storm has been moved towards the bottom lane. Not sure if TNC knows this.
Oh, mid one, in he goes, but there's the Burrow Strike in return. TNC trying to fight. You'll set up onto mid one, but they have to back away. Kezu walking into position, pops the rabbit, catches out four-man rabbit. 2 are dead, 3 are down. Raven off to the north, trying to get himself out of there.
4-man Ravage, 4 kills.
And it was the BM walk-in Ravage as well, Winter. There was nothing that TNC could do. They saw it coming, they were trying to run out, but they committed all their initiation to close the gap and get themselves in.
I think this should be 2 sets of racks for Secret here. Not sure if TNC can do anything about it.
There's a lift, there'll be a buyback from Cuckoo. Going to do their best to hold. Mid one comes forward, trying to find the Weaver. Is he going to find it? Buyback from StarLadder. Mid one a little low on the mana. Still has that Aegis. And that BKB as well. They're feeling very safe. Secret will back off.
2 buybacks force, a set of racks taken. And you're happy if you're Secret. Just need to wait for, maybe to wait for next set of cooldown, but they still have their Aegis on Storm, so
now they could just go again. BKB is also complete for MP once he gets that out, so he himself can also sit there on the front lines and not really worry too much about what TNC have in terms of ability to take him down. Puppy as well racking up the goal, 4K in the bank of his Rubik.
Another Lotus up, cute in quick buy. Just a really good item against TNC's lineup. The StarLadder's Corrosive Haze, the Tinker, even the Sand King, you're going to be able to reflect the Sand King stun. Sometimes it's not what you want because you're going to go into a bad position, but you know, it has a lot of implications in this game. Storm.
Regen room for mid one.
Oh, Cuckoo.
He's going to play around with this one nicely. Mid one coming in with the BKB. The Glimmer Cape, major save Cuckoo. Mid one turns his attention towards the easy kill, gets the dazzle. Now goes back across for the Tinker, takes down both of them. Can they get anything more out of this one? Raven actually popped the BKB. We'll head forward. The mid one zips it in. Tim's comes in with the crush. Onto the bear. Silence onto the Sand King, and Sam H has to get himself back up to the high ground. Tim's is down. Triple kill for mid one, and GG is called. It's all too much for TNC. 26-9. A pretty much reflection of the outcome of game 1, as it's this time Secret dominating TNC.
MVP, keeper of the light this game.
MVP, the man who clicked banner, Spirit Winter. I think is the situation there, but absolutely no. Yeah, to be serious, mid one had a fantastic game. That Storm Spirit performance, just the amount of kills that he was involved in, and the backup play as well.